dari
ya.
aku Novel, welcome back to dari
Channel. Hari ini kita mau react The Avengers of Kpop,
Story of Loona.
Luna.
Kita balik lagi react Loona. Jadi langsung aja kita react. Oh, jadi benar kayak Avenger ya.
Punya kekuatannya masing-masing.
Jin, namanya unik. Vivi, Kim Lip,
Unik sekali namanya Kim Lip.
Jin Shoeri, US.
Aku tahu Chu nih.
Oh, Bawah. Olivia, Luna, kirain Muna.
Iya, Muna.
Maybe you've heard the name.
Oh,
Or
ada
maybe
yang
you've heard
ada openingnya ternyata.
or a YouTube comment that said the words Stan Luna.
Yes.
Or maybe if you were lucky enough, you saw them at KCON LA and got a taste of them in person. Loona, the group everyone seems to be talking about.
Oh, perform
Intro plus
If you're
butterfly.
somewhat familiar with the K-pop scene, Loona is a name that's commonly thrown
Fly
around as one of the
like a
up-and-coming K-pop
butterfly.
groups. A month
Iya,
ago,
yang-
Loona made headlines
iya.
by making the first ever US
yang
appearance
empowerment
at KCON LA.
gitu
And
ya.
immediately, the internet was in a frenzy. The majority of the internet buzz surrounding KCON was centered on Loona. For every activity,
Wow.
for every panel,
Oh,
Loona
banyak
was
banget.
surrounded by
Berarti-
hundreds and hundreds of fans. Every time they stepped on the stage, the cheers deafened, and at
Iya,
any
berarti
given
emang
moment,
dia
the
udah
crowd would
terkenal
chant,
banget nih
Iya.
di
Loona,
luar
Loona.
negeri. Luna. Wih, udah kayak penyanyi ini ya.
Fanboy semua.
Kayak penyanyi
Apa?
barat yang mau konser lah nggak sih?
Despite
Oh
the
ini
many
Luna.
bigger names that have been
Oh,
around
iya.
the
Band
industry,
Korea.
it was clear
Apa ini?
Loona was the main attraction at
Wah,
KCON.
main Ice One sama Momoland.
Wow, 28.
28,3. 28,3.
The hype was such that KCON was
12
dubbed by
member.
fans as LOONACON 2019.
Oh, jangan-jangan mereka mulai terkenal di KCON ini berarti ya
Iya.
namanya
However,
mulai
despite this
naik.
enormous hype and cult following, they're almost an unknown group in
Oh,
Korea.
ya
Ask
ampun,
any
lucu
normal
banget.
Korean on the street, and chances are they don't know who Loona is. The disparity is baffling. So, who exactly is Loona, and why the hype?
Origins asalnya. Kenapa itu lehernya?
So, to understand, we need to go back, all the way back to March of 2016. A company was formed by the name of Blockberry Creative, or BBC for short. Their objective? To create the most unique girl group out there. The plan was every
Karena
month or
unik
so,
banget.
a girl would be revealed as part of the group, and then release a solo debut. And this
12.
pattern would continue until there was 12 girls. There was an idea to bring together a group of remarkable people to see if they could become something more. This project was known as the Avengers, I mean Loona. 12 girls, 12 singles, 2 years, 1 love. A project like this had
12
never been
single.
done.
Iya.
The usual method was that you reveal all the members of the group months before the release, and when they debut as a full group, with the rare exception of maybe adding one other member, Red Velvet. But
Oh,
they
dia nambahin satu.
everything is secret, releasing teasers and MVs like movie trailers and TV episodes. In October of 2016, Heejin, the first girl, was revealed along with her solo single and solo album. From October to February of 2017, Hyunjin, Haseol, Yeojin, and Vivi all debuted in a similar manner. They made up the subunit called 1/3. The units have a much deeper meaning that I will cover later. From May to July, Jinsol, Kimlip, and Chuddy all had solo debuts and were formed in the subunit Odd Eye Circle. Once again, the groups are important, so remember that. From November to March of 2018, Eve, Chu, Go-on, and finally, the last girl of the puzzle, Olivia Hay, had solo debuts and were in the final subunit YY. And Olivia, by the way, holds the record for the shortest trainee period ever. Check this out. She was a trainee for 1 day, and the very next day, she debuted.
Cuman
Isn't that
sehari
crazy?
doang.
The rest of Loona was
Gokil.
She was still a regular.
Gila, rekor nih.
She said she remembered watching Heejin and Hyunjin on TV, and now they're in a group together.
Gila,
In the
suaranya
span of
berat loh.
2.5
Iya.
years, Loona has
Kayak
released
intimidating gitu
16
juga.
songs, 32 of which
Oh.
have music videos. That's insane.
Insane.
Let's compare that to the big three groups. Twice, arguably the busiest group in K-pop, they produced 17 music videos. Red Velvet had 10. Blackpink had... hold on, let me count the quick. Oh yeah.
4.
Oh.
Oh, 30-an.
Iya.
In 2016, Twice,
3
at the
tahun.
time of their debut, had the most expensive debut of all time. And it approximately cost JYP 500 million won, or about $420,000. Any guesses about LOONA's debut? 500,000? 800,000? 1 million? Try 9 times that. An insane $8.9 million was spent on their debut. By the way, the Ilkwang Group, the owner of LOONA's agency, is a large, insanely rich corporation. They provide and manufacture arms and steel to different militaries. They're literal arms dealers, possibly richer than JYP, YG, and SM combined. With BBC funding the group, they were able to afford such a preposterous undertaking. LOONA is the most ambitious project in K-pop history. And it's not a stretch to say that they're one of the hardest working groups right now.
Tapi emang ya sih, waktu itu ada fans yang kasih full single, terus per membernya itu
There's something
banyak
special
banget.
about the LOONA sound, something that attracts people to it. In a K-pop world filled with cutesy, girl crush, and bubblegum pop, LOONA stands as a breath of fresh air. During their 2-year pre-debut period, not only was BBC
Mereka tuh
establishing
konsisten
a
gitu,
strong
ada
12-member
konten
group,
gitu kan.
Iya, dan
Well,
artistik
solo
banget
artists
MV-MV
stand
dia
on their
selama
own.
ini yang
And
kita
these
lihat
weren't
ya.
just throwaway
Benar-benar.
songs that were just, oh, we need a single, so let's whip up something generic real quick. These were quality songs, written, recorded, and filmed to fulfill a very specific purpose and fit a
Mata apa
particular
tadi?
vision. More on that later. LOONA was built on the concept of being experimental, built with the idea that each of the 12 girls and each of the 3 subunits had their own particular sound and genre. So you can't classify LOONA as a whole into a genre because they had no genre, but at the same time they encompassed all genres, from future bass.
Tapi aku setuju banget sih, karena mereka memang
Candy
dari
pop.
individualnya sendiri tuh udah kuat banget sama tema ya.
Iya.
Kayak kamu kayak kita lihat
Rock.
video-video sebelumnya itu kan, kayak 4 orang di tema yang ini, 3 orang tema yang ini.
Even
Karena
melancholic
memang itu
ballads.
yang paling cocok sama dia. Oh, gila, artistik banget sumpah.
However, despite every song being unique, each song still had an aspect to them that made them sound distinctively LOONA. Along
Dan
with that are the
openingnya
music
tuh
videos.
juga bagus
Each song
banget
and
ya.
Kayak
video
orbit
was
gitu
beautifully
ya.
crafted like a piece of art, which were uniquely filmed in such a way to make the viewer feel a specific feeling, but also filmed to feel the mood of the song. Every object, every outfit, every color, every word was purposely placed there to fit a specific LOONA vision. To achieve this vision, that meant flying out to Iceland, Japan, France, London, Los Angeles, Hungary. First, LOONA is primarily a piece of art. In your brain, you know you're watching a K-pop song, but also it feels like you're watching something entirely different. Something
Setuju banget.
nostalgic from a world that doesn't exist.
Jadi dia tuh kayak
Some
seni
alternate
itu
reality
sendiri
from
ya.
a parallel universe. This, of
Bikin
course, is the LOONA
universe
brand,
sendiri.
the LOONA vision. And why does it feel like we're in another universe?
Syutingnya juga
Well,
di luar-luar
that will
negeri
be
kan
asked.
tadi.
Benar.
Part of that LOONA sound are the girls themselves, of course. A lot of them have proven themselves to be strong singers, especially this girl.
Bagian suaranya.
That's a G5 if anyone's wondering. All of them have a special sound that makes them sound different, from Paso's clear
Kunci
vibrato.
Ini
Heejin's
kayak
jazzy
semacam
melodic voice,
K-pop girl
go on,
band,
country voice.
girl band yang kalaupun next mereka
Olivia's
ini
high-pitched
udah
baby-like voice.
disiapin kayak semacam apa ya, ilmu
And then
buat kalau dia mau
there's,
solo one day.
Ya ngerti.
Oh my god. Ini
Now,
cuy,
I'm
bukan
not
sih
here to
tadi.
say that LOONA is the greatest singing group of all time. No,
Bukannya-
not at all.
bukannya
I'm not
cuy,
claiming them to be
banget.
the best singers, but they are the right singers. That when blended all together is just perfect.
Koreografi.
Iya, ini sih
Koreografinya
mantep
juga
banget.
sih. Karena 12
Now,
orang
usually
jadi
girl groups aren't known
enak
for
banget
complicated,
ngeliatnya.
elaborate choreography. Whereas boy group choreos are meant to be fast, strong, calculated, and fierce. Girl groups will be more cute and fun and just straight up sexy.
Tapi nggak kayak gitu Luna ya.
Choreography and just screw it. We'll experiment with whatever we want. In the flip
benar.
of a switch, they can go from cute to
Jadi
innocent
disesuaikan sama tema. Gak mau yang selalu cute atau yang
to
selalu
sexy
seksi.
girl crush.
Iya benar.
Bener sih ini mereka tuh per individunya udah matang banget.
Butterfly, one of the greatest girl group choreographies of all time.
Gila
The
yang
choreography
Butterfly
is
keren banget.
complex with breathtakingly beautiful synchronizations
Dari
and
lagunya
formations.
juga keren
I can
banget.
speak at length to how beautiful Luna's choreo is, but the best way is to show you.
Bagus.
Kompak banget juga.
Notice in particular the use of space, how they traveled around the stage with intricate formation changes, level
Kayak
changes,
cheerleader
and the
gitu kan
shape
dia
they
sampai
created with their
naik-naik ke
bodies.
atas.
There's moments of sequential timing when movement was passed from one dancer to another. There's just so much going on, so many layers, and it all just blends together perfectly, like an orchestra of dancers.
Iya benar, setuju.
Nggak pasti.
That being said, along with
training
ITZY
nih.
and G-Friend,
Iya.
LOONA
Mereka
is one of
kompak
the
banget
best
tuh.
dancing girl groups
my God,
in the industry.
oh my God.
Oftentimes,
Cherry
girl
Bomb
groups will
bukan
have
sih?
one or two great
Oh,
dancers,
iya, bener-bener.
but LOONA
Gila.
is filled with great dancers.
Kayak
Specifically,
NCT versi
these four.
cewek
Iya,
ya.
iya, setuju.
Olivia Hay, Kim Lip, and especially this girl, Eve,
Ya,
who has
Eve.
just great technique, perfect rhythm, and a gorgeously fluid moveset.
Siapa
Any of
namanya?
them
Eve?
could be the main dancer on any
Eve
group.
kayaknya.
Now, individually, LOONA probably doesn't have anyone to match Chungha, Taeyeon, or Momo, but as a single cohesive unit, it doesn't get much better than LOONA.
Oh my god.
Gila semuanya tuh bisa.
Dua iya loh. Kan biasanya ada yang ketahan cuma sampai berapa panjang. Random fact.
LOONA at this point is less like a K-pop group and more like a religion,
Buset.
with their own group of zealots. Now, I've
Itu
seen many
Tuhan dong dia.
fandoms, but nothing quite like LOONA. Inside, you feel like you're part of something special, a movement bigger than yourself, a small cog of a machine of grand design. Now, I've never seen a community so welcoming and so united, yet so bat crazy. Have you ever in your life seen a group of fans
Wow,
so passionate
passionate
about a
banget.
K-pop group?
Iya,
Like
ini seru banget
missionaries,
tau kalau kayak
these
gini.
orbits will knock on your door, or
Asalkan
I
jangan
guess
fan
Twitter,
war ya.
whether you want it or not, and they will preach till their dying breath
Elon.
the holy words of Stan LOONA. Now, whether you like LOONA or not, whether you think that they're skilled, talented, or even interesting, there's one thing that's undeniable.
Apa
That they
ini?
have the biggest and healthiest
Yes.
meme economy in K-pop, bar none. The Stan Twitter community at this point is a well-oiled machine, pumping out jokes, cranking out memes, and getting their weight snatched.
주변에 프랑스 사람들도 있는 거 아니야?
Oh, ayo. Amin. Ya ampun, ngakak banget deh. Jago juga ya fansnya nemu-nemuin ini ya.
Iya.
Iya, ini yang terkenal nih.
Namanya
Cu. Cute banget emang dia tuh.
Oh my god.
Now, if you've been watching for this long, chances are that you're not going
Kita
anywhere
cuma
soon.
20%,
So,
80%-nya
heaviest
malu.
topic for last. You orbits out there probably know what's coming. This next topic might be a little bit strange for the casual K-pop fan, but also the thing that makes them truly unique. Remember how I said earlier that every song and every music video in LOONA had a specific purpose? and vision? Well, not only is LOONA a girl group, but they're all protagonists in the sci-fi universe known as the Looniverse.
Looniverse.
The Looniverse is
Looniverse.
told primarily through music videos. With each music video, we follow a central plot or story that is advanced through each sequential music video.
Keren
Think
banget
like
itu
a
setnya.
TV series with multiple seasons and episodes, or movies of the Marvel Universe.
Ya
Pretty
kan
much
ya,
the same thing.
kita tadi
Just
sempat
think
bahas
of
ya.
LOONA as
Iya.
like the Avengers of Kpop.
This time in the shape of a
Kontinuitas.
Mobius strip. Invert it, please.
Processing.
One important detail is that the Looniverse shares many parallels with the Bible, like the creation of Earth and the exile of Eden. But ultimately, it's a story of 12 girls in 3 different worlds and their journey to find each other.
Oh.
The story starts out with our first girl,
Itu buatan
Jung Hee-jin. Here we witness the creation of
LOONA
Earth.
atau buatan
In the
fansnya
beginning
tadi yang
was
bikin
the Earth,
video ya jadi.
and the Earth was without color, and
Mungkin
black and
fansnya.
white was on the
Iya.
face of the deep. And it was said, "Let there be colors," and there was colors.
Oh.
Now, colors play a central theme in LOONA. In fact, each girl in LOONA is represented by a different color. So Vivid, the first music video, essentially marks the creation of the LOONA universe. As the story
Kalau
progresses,
dengerin teori gini
Heejin
tuh aku
is
agak
joined by
bingung
Hyunjin,
tau.
Hasul, Vivi, and Yojin. Just normal high school age girls who sing about high school stuff like friends, dreams, and high school crushes. Except Vivi. Vivi is actually an android from Hong Kong. And together, minus Yojin who gets lost in the story, they all make up the group LOONA 1/3. While in Hong Kong, Vivi meets a strange girl from a different world. Here, we're introduced to the second world of the story, Odd-Eyed Circle. Kimlip and Jinsol, 2 girls with special abilities who are traveling to Earth for something, but what? We learn that Kimlip has the ability of superhuman speed, Jinsol the ability of teleportation. Both of them possess what's called an
Iya, kayak
odd
Joy
eye,
tadi.
which grants the user the ability to travel between worlds.
Oh.
There is one more girl though, Cherry, who actually seems to be the most important member and the key to the whole
banget ya.
story. Cherry is just a normal girl from Earth. However, through the guidance of Jinsol and a mysterious figure, she's transported to another world. This mysterious figure is revealed to be another Cherry, but different. Many theorize that she's actually from a parallel universe. I like to believe that she's from the future, acting as a guide to help Cherry on her mission. Kind of like Hermione in Prisoner of Azkaban. She finally joins Kimlip and Jinsol to accomplish her mission. And what exactly is their mission? It's simple. Gather LOONA. Which brings us to our third world, Eden. Now, Eden is a beautiful,
Eden?
utopian world where everything is perfect. Or is it? In the Bible, Eden is a garden where Adam and Eve reside. And in the garden, they could do and eat anything. All except the fruit from the tree of truth and knowledge. Eve partook of the fruit and was cast out. Only then, after he was tempted by Eve, did Adam also partake. In Eden is the group YY by Y. Here resides another Eve, along with her friends Chu and
Yeah.
Go-on. Together they learn the true nature of the forbidden fruit, and as an act of rebellion against God and desiring to know knowledge and the truth, all the girls partake of the fruit and are thus cast out of Eden. All except one girl,
Siapa?
Olivia Hay,
Olivia.
the last member of LOONA, left alone in this dark and dreary world.
Ih, sumpah merinding.
Iya.
And then, it happened. Hi. It was finally here. The culmination of 2 years, 12 girls, 32 music videos, $8.9 million, 14 episodes of Mix 9, 375 episodes of LOONA TV. Yojin was still a 14-year-old girl for crying out loud when this project started. Everything that we've been waiting for was all coming together. All this planning for one single event. Hi is the single most elaborate, most ambitious music video ever made. The Avengers Endgame of the K-pop world. As it begins, Odd-Eyed Circle scours the vast reaches of the Earth. Their objective? To unite the girls. And together, break this curse which has been placed on the Earth. An infinite time loop. Cherry finds the first girl, Hyunjin. Kimlet finds Heejin, giving us the union of 1/3 and Odd-Eyed Circle. They are then joined by YY by Y, which gives us 11 girls. Odd-Eyed Circle gathers together for one last heroic mission. Find Olivia Hay. As we hit the climax of the song, Olivia stands at the edge of the world, overlooking what will become her fate. And as Eve tempted Adam before, Eve watches Olivia from below. Olivia takes a leap of faith, partakes of the blood plum, and makes her descent to Earth. And now, Loona is finally complete. And together, this was a heavily watered down version of the story. I barely scratched the surface. If you ever go into the lore, you'll find that the story was founded on things like string theory, butterfly effect, quantum physics, color theory, and even the lunar phases.
Iya sih, dari
It's so
warna
complex,
aja.
with so many layers. From the lyrics, the song, the cinematography, to choreography,
Boleh nih.
everything is connected. Everything has a hidden meaning.
Ngebahas
Keep in mind that you
Loona.
don't need to fully understand the story and the lore to enjoy Loona. It's simply another layer to an already beautiful masterpiece. Now, Loona is at a unique point. Loona could be coming back any day now, and for years the story has always been the unification of Loona. But now that Loona is united, I'm curious to know which direction BBC will take the Loona story, and what exactly will happen next. In addition to the amazing vocals, the impressive dance choreography, the never-ending supply of memes, the stunning cinematography, the beautifully written sci-fi story, a
Udah
huge
bulan
part of
3
Loona
aja.
is their message. Their message of love,
pesannya
of
sih.
equality,
Benar-benar.
of acceptance, love for yourself, love for your family, love for your friends, love for people that are different than you. Loona teaches us that no
BTS
matter
versi
what your
cewek.
race is,
Iya benar-benar
your
benar.
religion, your social class, your gender, or even your sexuality, no matter who you are, we all have the ability to fly high, fly like a butterfly, if we all fly together. And together, we are Loona.
Wah,
Wow,
wow.
thank you Pak yang udah ngerekomendasiin di Avengers of Kpop, Story of Loona. Kayak
Speechless
sampai
ya.
speechless karena masing-masing punya teori, masing-masing punya asalnya gitu. Wow, ini kayak abis belajar nih.
Iya
kelas
benar-benar
online.
kelas online ya, kelas online Loona.
Wah, gimana Ki? Ada pesan-pesan terakhir?
Ini keren banget sih, masterpiece lah kalau kata orang. Aku nggak pernah nyangka kalau misalnya Loona tuh punya meaning yang sedalam itu. Bukan cuman lagu MV-nya, tapi sampai ke member-membernya tuh bener-bener
Detail.
banget. Dan aku berulang kali bilang kalau mereka tuh dari awal di konsep udah mateng. Jadi even mereka memutusin untuk solo, aku jamin solo mereka nggak akan mengecewakan lah gitu.
Iya,
Karena mereka udah punya akar yang kuat gitu. Gila, aku speechless banget. Keren banget, bener sih. Tadi Novel juga sempat ada notice kalau ini tuh kayak BTS versi cewek.
Nah,
Bener
benar.
banget. Salut. Mari kita sama-sama stand Loona.
Ya udah, itu aja reaksi kita sama Loona. Kalau kalian suka dengan video ini, jangan lupa untuk pencet tombol like,
Komen,
subscribe, dan nyalain lonceng notifikasinya. Sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya.
dadah.